Welcome to the library's kitchen. This is the very first in the kitchen video that we're going to be filming in the library's kitchen. As you may have heard, the library is reopening to the public on July 13th. The staff have been transitioning from working at home back to working in the building. We've been working very hard to prepare it for everybody and get ready to welcome people back. And we've also been working hard on curbside pickup, which is a service that will continue even after we're reopened to the public. If you want to find out more about the reopening rules and procedures, and if you want to find out more about curbside pickup, you can visit our website or check out some of our most recent social media posts. Okay, let's get started. So today we're going to be making chocolate covered pretzels. Let's take a look at some of our ingredients. Okay, so we're going to be making chocolate covered pretzels. Here's some of our ingredients. I have the stick pretzels, the window pane pretzels, and I have some melting wafers. This is chocolate that's especially made for melting and coating other things to make candy, especially for candy making. You can just use chocolate chips and melt those down. I think it just, with the melting of the chocolate chips and using it to coat things, obviously it still tastes just as good, but sometimes after it's dry it can get a little bit of a cloudy look on the surface, and the special candy making wafers don't do that, so it just looks a little bit nicer. But really you can use chocolate chips too. And I have the Hershey's Kisses, and I have M&Ms. Also, I have some, what are these exactly? Is this peanut butter? Oh, these are caramel chips. And I also have some Heath Bits. Oh, and I have some dark chocolate cocoa that I might sprinkle on. Alright, I'm going to get some cooking gloves, just because I think that will make it a little easier. Only main cooking tool I need is the microwave. That's how we're gonna melt the chocolate. And I have my sheet of wax paper here on the counter. That's where I'm gonna put the chocolate covered items until the chocolate cools off and gets hard again. And I have some little glass containers here that I'm going to be melting the chocolate in. Okay, and when you're melting chocolate in the microwave, well, or on the stovetop, for the stovetop you can use something called a double boiler. I'm not really going to get into that right now because we don't even have a stove here in the library kitchen, and I think it's just simpler to use the microwave. But when you melt chocolate in the microwave, you just have to be very slow and careful because chocolate can get burned easily. So you want to just do it a little bit at a time, and you can even reduce the power level. Like do it at 50% power, 70% power. If you're going to do it at full power, maybe just do it 30 seconds at a time and stir in between. So let's try this out. Okay. I'm just going to start with 30 seconds on full power because that's how I do it at home. Oops. Okay. This microwave's a little different from mine at home. Okay, cook time, 30 seconds. Alright, so 30 seconds. Let's get some of our ingredients ready. So as you can see, they are starting to melt a little bit. Hopefully you can see that they're melting slightly around the edges. So you see, with chocolate, it might look like it's not very melted hardly at all, but once you stir them, you see that they're actually more melted than you thought they were. So that's why you don't want to overdo it. Just do it a little bit. I would say no more than 30 seconds at a time if you're doing it on full power. You'll have to experiment a bit because every microwave is different. Then stir it and then put it back in for just a little bit. Burnt chocolate is not pleasant. It smells bad, it tastes bad, so if you burn it, you have to start all over. I think I'm just gonna do 20 seconds this time and see how it goes. Okay, you can see it's looking a lot more melted. And as I'm stirring, any little bits that were still unmelted are now completely getting melted as I'm stirring. Alright, so I think we're ready to dip our first pretzel. And I want to have some of my other ingredients ready to sprinkle on before the chocolate hardens. So I think I'm going to sprinkle my chocolate covered pretzels with some Heath Bits and maybe just a little bit of dark cocoa powder. Alright, let me try and make this so you can see it. Let's move this out of the way. Alright. Get the spoon out of the way. Okay, I'm going to tilt my container so that the chocolate gets deeper on one end, and I can swirl my pretzel around, lift it out and turn it till the chocolate stops dripping, and lay it on the sheet. Can you see the sheet? No, you cannot. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. And the wax paper is great for this because once the chocolate is totally cool, it's not going to stick to the wax paper. It'll just peel right off. And then we can put our finished candy on a plate to serve it. Alright, I might make a few more later. This will stay hot for a while. So while these are sitting here, I'm going to sprinkle them with some Heath Bits. Heath Bits, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just Toffee Bits. They're really good. They're kind of addictive. And they get stuck in your teeth. Okay. Doesn't that look pretty? Now, if you're the type who likes sprinkles and colored sugar and such, you could add that too. Let's see, we should have a ton of that stuff left in here. Let's just demonstrate some sprinkles. Okay. If you are a regular at the library, you may know that for teen programming, we do something called the Chocolate Challenge every year. And this is one of the things that we make at the Chocolate Challenge, is chocolate covered pretzels. Okay, so those look very pretty. Let's see if we can add just a little bit of cocoa powder. This is the Hershey Special Dark Cocoa Powder. I tend to like it because I like dark chocolate. But you can put on whatever toppings that you like. And then these are really nice if you don't just want to eat it yourself, which you might want to, but they're also really nice for company, sharing with your family. You can make them ahead of time, just not so far ahead of time that the pretzels go stale. You could even have a party where you make this with your guests and everyone can make their own with the toppings that they like. That could be fun. Alright, so these are done for now. We're just going to let those cool, and we're going to make our second chocolate covered pretzel dessert of the day with our window pretzels. Whoopsies, get back there. Alright, I'm only going to put on so many that they can all sit flat on the plate, because you'll see why in a second. So, this is a special dessert that involves putting a Hershey's Kiss on top of each window pretzel. Then you melt it just enough, not the way we melted this so it's liquid, but just enough that it gets a little bit squishy that we can plant an M&M on the top of each Kiss. So you can actually do this in a really low heat oven. You can put these all on a cookie sheet. Then put your Hershey's Kiss on the middle of each one. And just put it in and keep a really close eye on it. I haven't done this in an oven, so I can't tell you exactly how long. But only do it till it's a little bit squishy. Then pull it out and press a M&M on top of each one. We're going to just put this plate full of pretzels topped with Hershey's Kisses into the microwave for just a little bit and keep a good eye on it. So let's get the rest of these covered. Okay, let's pop it in the microwave. Let's just try maybe 10 seconds, I think, on high. Nope. Okay, let's try, they're still pretty hard, so I'm going to try 20 seconds on high. Really tight, and then I'm going to hold it tight and put this crispy tie on, because I don't want my pretzels to get stale. Okay. Well, not yet. Okay, let's try 15 seconds. Ooh, well, look, okay, it stays. It looks a little funny. Well, that could work. Let me put them back in. I'll take these two off and then put the rest back in for just maybe 10 seconds. Ah, come on. And see if I can get the other ones a little bit squishier. Okay, I think this is more what we want. See, it really squished down. Alright, so let's do the rest. These guys out of the way. Ah. Some of these are trying to slide off their pretzels. Okay, that one didn't work very well. Even if it turns out slightly funny looking, it's still gonna taste good. Oopsies. I'm sharing these with the library staff. Alright, so there we go. Look how cute they are. Alright, let's wrap up by making a few more of the chocolate covered pretzels. Let's put our friends back on here. Alright, because I don't want this to go to waste, so I'm going to make the rest of my pretzels till this is gone. Oops. You can see I'm really scraping it down so that it gathers in a pool on one side so that I can still get my pretzel coated. Even though we're getting a little low on chocolate at the moment. And I'm running a little low on wax paper also. Oh, here, look, we can use some of these shorties to get the rest out. Maybe? I think that's as much as I can get with a pretzel. So I'll see if somebody working downstairs wants to lick the bowl. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, let's add our toppings. I'm gonna leave some plain in case people don't like Heath Bits. Let's just do Heath Bits on some of these. Okay. How about some more sprinkles? How about some red sprinkles? Ooh, that's actually really pretty. It's kind of sparkly. And I'll leave 2 just plain chocolate. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let my pretzels sit out here to get cool. If I had laid this on top of a cookie sheet, it would be a lot easier to pick it up and put it in the refrigerator to make it cool off faster, but since I didn't, they're just going to sit here on the counter until they're cool. I am going to bring these downstairs to share with the staff. Oops, one of our little guys fell off here. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this time in the kitchen, and join us again next Friday. If you have any suggestions about what we should make next, you can leave a comment below. Alright, have a good weekend. Bye. And this is just a little bonus on cleaning up, so let's do the lightning fast cleanup. Okay, thanks for listening to the end. You get rewarded with the secret word. The secret word is sprinkles. If you enter that secret word on the Summer Reading Program site, if you're signed up for a Summer Reading account, you will get 30 extra points for attending this virtual program. If you're not signed up for our Summer Reading Program, it is not too late. You can just go to our website, ahmfl.org, and click to sign up. All right, bye.